Khloe Kardashian remembers having bloody knuckles after discovering Lamar Odom cheating at a motel in Los Angeles. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Khloe Kardashian recently shared a very emotional and difficult memory from her past, one that shows just how painful her marriage to former basketball player Lamar Odom really was. During an honest conversation on the Call Her Daddy podcast with Alex Cooper, Khloe opened up about the moment she discovered Lamar was being unfaithful to her. Even though many years have passed since that time, Khloe still remembers it clearly, and talking about it now shows just how deep the hurt went. At the time of the event, Khloe and Lamar were still married. Their marriage had lasted for 7 years, and during that period, Khloe tried to be a committed and loving wife. Unfortunately, their relationship was filled with problems, including serious issues that would later lead to their separation. One of the most painful moments for Khloe was when she found Lamar in a motel room with another woman. This discovery caused a very intense emotional reaction from her, and it's something she hasn't forgotten. Khloe explained that when she found out where Lamar was, she didn't wait. She went straight to the motel in downtown Los Angeles where she had been told he was. When she arrived and looked through the window, she saw something that made her heart sink. Lamar and another woman were inside the room. She wasn't sure if they were completely undressed or if the woman was wearing very little, but the scene was clear enough for Khloe to understand what was going on. That was the moment when she felt completely heartbroken and angry. Despite the situation, the door was opened for her when she knocked. That's when Khloe said she lost control of her emotions. She said she went into the room and started reacting strongly, overwhelmed by the pain and betrayal she felt. She didn't go into full details about what she did, but she shared that her hands were left injured afterward. The next day, she had wounds on her knuckles, and she had to wrap them with bandanas to cover them up. The pain wasn't just emotional, it became physical too. What is even more surprising is how Khloe handled things afterward. Less than 1 day after that heartbreaking event, she attended her niece Penelope's birthday party, hosted by her sister Kourtney Kardashian Barker. Despite what she had just experienced, Khloe acted as if everything was normal. She said she didn't talk about what had happened. She didn't share the pain with anyone at the party. She simply showed up and behaved as if it was just another regular day. This shows how strong she was trying to be, even while struggling inside. Khloe also shared that Lamar was completely shocked to see her at the motel. He didn't expect her to show up there, and he couldn't understand how she had found out where he was. When he asked her how she knew, she didn't give him an answer. She just told him that it didn't matter, and what mattered was that he was in a motel at 3 in the morning when he should not have been. The fact that he was there with another woman at such a strange hour only added to the disappointment and pain she felt. The memory she shared is part of a much bigger story about Khloe and Lamar's troubled marriage. Back in 2013, Khloe made the decision to file for divorce after going through a lot of pain in the relationship. Reports said that Lamar had been struggling with addiction and had also been involved in multiple cheating incidents. Khloe tried to hold on for as long as she could, but eventually, it became too much for her to continue. However, something very serious happened 2 years after she filed for divorce that made her pause the legal process. Lamar had a serious health scare when he was found unwell at a location in Nevada. His condition at the time was very bad, and there were fears he might not survive. Because of that, Khloe decided to support him during that time. She showed great compassion and care, staying by his side even though they were not together anymore. This act of kindness showed how deeply she once cared for him, despite everything that had happened between them. Eventually, though, once he was better, they finalized their divorce in 2016. One thing that many people forget is how fast their relationship started. Khloe and Lamar got married just 1 month after they met and started dating. It was a very quick decision, and while they seemed very happy in the beginning, the fast pace might have added to the problems they would later face. A marriage that began with so much excitement turned into years of challenges, sadness, and eventually separation. Khloe's recent comments about Lamar did not end with the story of the motel incident. She also responded to something very strange and upsetting that Lamar did in the more recent past. In a new episode of the Kardashians reality show, Khloe reacted to the news that Lamar had purchased a lifelike doll that looked like her. The figure had been made to resemble Khloe, and many people were shocked by it. The moment was caught on camera and shown on the season finale of the show. When Khloe found out about the doll, she spoke about it during a conversation with her mother, Kris Jenner, and her close friend, Malika Haqq. She expressed how uncomfortable and disturbed she felt by the whole thing. She called it unhealthy and strange, and she couldn't understand why Lamar would do such a thing. During a private interview on the show, she said that she didn't find the situation funny or flattering. Instead, she found it creepy and even frightening in a way. It was a clear reminder of how far apart they had grown and how different they had become as people. Khloe said that while the incident did not make her sad, it did remind her how important it was that they went their separate ways. She said the whole situation made her feel like she had definitely made the right decision to end the marriage. She admitted that it was hard to believe this was something they were even talking about publicly, and she was uncomfortable being connected to something so bizarre. All of these experiences show just how much Khloe has been through in her past relationship. From discovering betrayal in the middle of the night to dealing with strange behavior years after the divorce, she has had to stay strong and protect her peace. Through it all, she has continued to be there for her family and raise her children with love and care. Khloe's story is one that many people can relate to in different ways. Some people have been through painful relationships. Others have had to deal with someone they cared about making poor choices. And many know how hard it is to pretend everything is fine when you are hurting inside. By sharing her story in such an honest and open way, Khloe is helping others feel less alone in their own struggles. Even though she was deeply hurt, Khloe didn't let that pain define her. She chose to carry on with her life, support her family, and focus on what matters most. Her strength, even in the middle of pain and confusion, is something many people admire. It takes a lot of courage to keep moving forward when the past keeps trying to pull you back. Today, Khloe is a mother of two and continues to be part of a very public family. But behind the cameras and the fame, she is also a person who has had to deal with real-life heartbreak. The moments she described were not just dramatic stories for television. They were painful memories that shaped her journey and helped her become the person she is today. Khloe's decision to speak out now shows that healing is a long process. Sometimes it takes years before someone is ready to tell their story. And when they do, it can bring a sense of release and understanding. Her willingness to talk about her past shows that she is no longer afraid of those memories. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.